Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my speech video for filing the assignment of the public speaking college subject. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the most important topics that we are mostly ignored about, which is reading. In the specific title is why reading is so important. Now you might asking why many of our people were instigated by hoaxes so easily, or why many of our young people are become less motivated and causing them to be having a bad things like they have no motivated or they are kind of no way to what should they do with their future. Now at this moment I'm going to talk about why reading might able to combat such things at this moment. Now, before going to more talk this thing more deeper to my speech, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Fairuz. I was born in May 2000, and my current job as a student. Now, here's the thing: reading deals us a lot of benefit, but most of the people ignoring it. First of all, is to combat fake news or hoaxes, and the second is to improve our individual quality. And now I'm going to talk about the first section or the first effects of why we should reading right now. Because as you can see here, these 2 points, it will cause us to have lots of benefits that will help us to become more better in our society or make society become more better. Now, onto the first topic to combat fake news or hoaxes. Well, you might have experienced this kind of thing. You might have one of your parents' member or your family members in your WhatsApp group family sharing a news that says that if you turning on your phone at the midnight at a certain date, your phone is going to be blow up. So you should turn it down or to turn it off. You might think, is this true or not? Something like that. You kind of cynical about it. So you search it on Google and turned out this is the oldest hoax that ever spread on the social media in the last 5 to 10 years. And older people, especially your family, is easy to be instigated with it. Now, you might asking why it happens though. Why the older people are easy to be believed? Well, there's a research that says elderly people is the most easily instigated toward hoaxes compared to younger people. Well, at the old time, elder people were really good at filtering information by doing some exercises, for example, like reading newspaper or listening to radio or such on and so on. But with the advancement of technology, the newspaper become more rarer, and thus they are not able to kind of make them uh, always to have a reading activities, or if they have book, they might have book, they read it book, but later on they become bored and then sell the book, and of course it makes them to have a less reading activity, and because of that they have a less the skill of filtering information become more not sharp anymore. And guess what? It caused them too easy to be instigated by literally information that they get. And thanks to technology in which they are literally a bit of alien with and not really used to, this caused them to be more easy to be believed to such kind of fake news and hoaxes. And as you can see, according to the researchers, the difference between them are 11 and 3%. This says that the older people are much larger, easy to be instigated with hoaxes compared to the younger people or adult people. And adult people is also second easily instigated toward hoaxes compared to the younger people. And I got this research coming from the Dr. ID, citing from BuzzFeed, The Verge, Science Advance, Princeton University, and New York University. That all of them sounding the same that These older people are easy to believe with hoaxes because they have less reading activity. So, how do you prevent it? Well, with the gadget that you are mastering of, use them. Use them to train yourself on information filtering. With what? With reading activity. Read as much as possible. The news or a thread or anything else, make yourself reading. With this, you are able to get the information whether got oh this guy from saying this or this guy saying this. It makes us to be able to filter in the information. Oh, it says this, it says this, it says this, and then from it, if it goes up the kind of cynical when they say something like the information something like that, they go up become more cynical, and then you tries to find out whether the information is true or not through the internet such as Google something like that. From it, you are able to filter information and to find out whether the information is either hoaxes or the truth by checking it. With that, you are able to combat the hoaxes. So, with that, you need to read, you need to make yourself read a lot of information because of because of that, you will able to combat those hoaxes as I have taught you before. Now on to the second point to improve ourselves. Well, what is it? What are you talking about of improving ourselves? Well, let's take a look at the example. You know him, alright? This is Felix Gilbert, aka PewDiePie. He is the number one YouTuber in the world, and this is him in 2016 as the top 100 most handsome faces, or probably handsome man in 2016. He ranked number 18. And you're asking why he is a number 18? Well, this is him in 2018 or 2016. This is him. But later on, after 4 years, in 2020, he become like this. Oh my goodness, he is so ripped, he looks so muscled, he's probably the most perfect pictures of every man that a woman wants to have. Something like that in the internet. So in the last 4 years, what he did to make himself from this to this, well, he did bodybuilding. And guess what? When he building his body, he also reads Greek literatures. He reads Greek literatures theme bodybuilding. Well, you may asking, what's the proof? This is it. This is taken from one of his studies. As you can see there, start lifting and then read Greeks, and then he quoting a caption from a Greek philosopher. You may asking, what does all mean? Well, when he reads the Greek, he gets an objective of what should he do to build his body. What is the objective of the body that he wants to be have? What the body that he wants to have in the target of the bodybuilding itself? And guess what? In the 4 years with reading the Greeks with constant of like consistent of the building, he reads that photos. He become ripped. He become so muscle, something like that. And he is currently not the number one most handsome faces in internet in 2020. Not only handsome face but also handsome man in the 2020, beating up the Korean boy band. So what we can conclude from it? Well, first of all, you can improve yourself by reading. But which one way? Well, if you're reading, you will get information such as take references on what should we do. For example, like if you want to have better bodybuilding, then you should start with Greek because Greek literature offers you way to develop the bodybuilding, a target to develop your bodybuilding and so on. And guess what? PewDiePie can reach his target of bodybuilding by reading Greeks, as the Greek literature's view on how a man should build their body like this one, something like that. And guess what? This caused him to improve itself with the reading activity. It causes them to be motivated. It causes them to have a clear objective on what should they do. It causes them to have a reference to make something like doing activity become much efficient, much better, or become motivated and so on. And guess what? He is success. He gets the objective success. So from it, start reading to make yourself to become more better. And reading will supplement you on the action activity in which that requires no eating activity. And guess what? It of course it supplement it causes your action activity to become better, and then you reach the goal without having any difficulties. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, what should we do? Well, let's start build the culture of reading right now, as I've told you before, because it causes us to have a lot of benefits, to combat hoaxes, to make improvement on yourself, become more better, and finally to make our society become much more better, away from chaos, and also improving yourself to become a better person in which the society really wants. So let's build the culture of reading. Start from us and then spread to the society right now. Because culture of reading in our society right now is really on crisis. When people were less on reading, then you should try them to build their culture of reading because it costs have lots of benefits which I have told you before. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening and watching my speech. Thank you for your time. I hope you get really great information from this speech. I wish you have a great day and see you on the next video. Bye.